New tonight, Congresswoman Nancy Mace live right now in our studio discussing Tropical Storm Debby and recovery efforts after that storm.
She's joining News 2's Erin Morgan right now. And Erin, certainly all of us are still telling our personal stories about how we were impacted by this storm. And of course, some people right now are still cleaning up.
Carolyn, Brendan, that's right. Heavy rain and flooding, tornadoes. We know that residents in South Carolina's 1st Congressional District dealt with a lot of these impacts and damage from Debby. Congresswoman Nancy Mace, of course, represents this district. She's here with us now to talk about this. Congresswoman, thank you so much for joining us.
And thank you for having me. And as we sit here right now, all of the rain, the torrential rain we had this afternoon, we're seeing flooding throughout Charleston again today. Yeah,
people still feeling the impacts. I do want to ask you first, your family, everyone do okay with the storm?
Everyone's good. Everyone's dry. We didn't have too many problems, a few power outages here and there last week, but everything worked pretty well. But if you were in Moncks Corner or in Somerville, I mean, we had parts of Dorchester County, half of Dorchester County, the roads there were closed down at the end of last week and over the weekend because of the flooding at the rivers that were happening in state. So it's been really tough for a lot of families, and the evacuations we saw over the weekend because of the Edisto River flooding over. I mean, there are a lot of families in Dorchester County and Berkeley County that are looking for new homes today.
Yeah, so I do want to ask you about that. We know that individual assistance on the federal level hasn't been available yet for residents. Is there anything that those people who are impacted can do? I know a lot of them didn't have insurance in some cases. So is there anything right now that's available?
Well, they should call our office if they're seeking any type of assistance. They can go to mace.house.gov. Usually in the aftermath of these kinds of storms, our office will work with FEMA and the counties and municipalities, but also there may be funding assistance elsewhere, and depending on their specific situation, we may be able to provide some assistance, but we don't know unless they reach out to our office so that we can help these families find that assistance. Even if it's at the state level, we'll call a state agency, we'll call a nonprofit, we'll help in any way that we can. And we pretty much work 7 days a week, especially when these kinds of emergencies are happening.
So anyone, no matter what kind of damage they have, you want them to reach out?
They should reach out to our office and see if we can help if they're struggling right now.
Okay, perfect. And we know that before the storm, you know, you were here in the area. We saw some pictures on your social media. What were you doing before the storm and during the storm?
Well, one of the things that I like to do, obviously, is offer public service announcements. We have a lot of new residents here. This is the 10th fastest growing congressional district in the entire nation. In fact, our state is actually now, new data suggests we're the 10th fastest growing state in the country. So we have a lot of new residents. I spend a lot of time educating new residents about what they should do. In this case, we had sandbag stations throughout the district. We had counties that were doing it, municipalities, cities, and towns. Some of our smaller towns ran out of sand and ran out of sandbags, and so we worked with our different mayors and the larger cities to help with the smaller towns. It was a tremendous effort from Governor McMaster to literally all of our mayors across the Lowcountry. It was a really great opportunity for everybody to work together to help residents prepare for the damage that may or may not come, and obviously seeing how the pumps worked in parts of Charleston to see how we were able to not have too much flooding, but we're seeing it today, and really helping our residents, the evacuations that happened. I mean, we had some flooding in parts of the district that we never really thought possible, that we haven't seen in a really long time. In fact, some of the rivers we had higher than ever since the 1940s river flow, and so we haven't seen that in a really long time, and it affected a lot of homes in Dorchester and Berkeley County, unfortunately.
And real quick, I do want to ask you, is there anything that you can do to help, you know, maybe get that FEMA assistance and help move it along for individuals?
Certainly, and we're in touch with FEMA. We had communications with them all last week, and that will continue as the flooding continues. We offer assistance to all of our counties, all of our municipalities, cities, and towns in building that bridge with FEMA if they're having any challenges with that. But I will tell you, this time around, it has been extremely successful in terms of the communication between federal agencies, state agencies, and local governments. SCDOT did a fantastic job. We were on the phone every day, all day throughout the storm, making sure that every entity had what it needed. And if they were missing something, we would be a bridge to connect them to another group that would have, like the sandbags, for instance, that had the materials and resources that they needed. But we work well together in the Lowcountry with all the agencies.
Absolutely. Congresswoman Nancy Mace, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Glad you stayed safe during the storm, and stay with us. We are heading to break right now.